Hello beautiful self-healers, welcome to my channel. My name is Anastasia. I'm a deep detox specialist and a yoga teacher, and on this channel I share with you tips and techniques on juicing, juice fasting, raw living foods lifestyle, and also other tools and techniques for self-healers just like you. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos just like this, and if you're coming back, welcome back. And first of all, I want to start this video with thanking all of you guys for beautiful words of support and encouragement in your comments to my recent video. I really appreciate all of your kind words. It's so heartwarming to read those. Also, those of you who suggested me certain healing techniques, I appreciate it a lot. I will definitely check those out and consider them. And for those of you to whose comments I haven't replied yet, please forgive me. I'm doing my best to catch up. So here you go. In this video, I would like to share with you how to deal with the social pressure on a juice fast. It is one of the most requested videos on my channel, and here you go. There is my take on that. Make sure to watch till the end of this video where I share with you updates on my recent juice fast. So let's dive right into it. How to deal with the social pressure on a juice fast. A lot of us have experienced this already, and many of you who are just embarking on juice fasting journey will probably go through something like this. I would love to start with the main point of how to deal with the social pressure on the juice fast. It is acceptance. Acceptance of who we are and what we do, as well as acceptance of other people. Understanding the importance of acceptance in this process is very critical, and let me explain you why. Let's start with what social pressure is. We can experience two types of social pressure. Positive social pressure is when society around us, our friends, our peers, our family, our loved ones are pushing ourselves to become our best. And the negative social pressure is when people would like to act us in a certain way just to be accepted. I would like to start with a very important point. It should be okay to say no to anybody without explanation or any apology, because that is a clear and healthy boundary that other people should respect, as well as ourselves. When somebody tells us no, we don't need to push anybody or pressure anybody into explaining or apologizing or changing their behavior. Doing something like this is unhealthy. And that brings me back to the next point. When we are in the situations of the social pressure, and let's just take the juice fast right now, or even living food lifestyle, which is very common too, to experience social pressure when we are doing that. So imagine we are at a gathering, at a social gathering, at a party or a family gathering, and a person comes up to us and they find out that we can't have food. Opening our heart to that person and acknowledging their curiosity and their questioning would be the first step to making ourselves feel better. When we accept people as they are, and that means that when we accept people who come to us with questions, we can tell ourselves those people have different experience. They might have never seen something like this before. Of course, they're gonna have a lot of questions. And again, it's okay to say no to the food without explanation. And if people continue to question us, we can politely explain them why we're doing that. So when we are going for social gatherings while we're on a juice fast, it's okay to get ready, to prepare for this kind of experience. So we can either give them the reason for why we do that, which can be, I'm in a medical situation, I'm doing something to heal, I'm doing something to heal myself, or I just prefer doing this, I need to experience it right now. And stating it very clearly that This is something that we do, and that there will be no room to change our behavior for them. The second point is understanding that coming from our deepest place of compassion for other people is something that can help us to deal with the social pressure. Understand that a lot of people have never done something like Just Fast. They have never seen other people doing that, and therefore they don't have enough information to operate. So they get curious, they get questions, or they just think that we are insane, right? And our job is to understand that everyone has their own perspective on everything. We can't have everyone doing the same as we do, and we can't make people do what we do, and we can't change people unless they want this change for themselves. Coming out of this place of compassion can help us to feel better that we do something for ourselves and that person does something for themselves. We can accept that they will have questions, and if they try push us beyond our limit and we don't like the way we feel, first thing to do is to listen how we feel. So become really familiar with your feelings, with your emotions. What do I feel right now? How does this person make me feel? Does it make me feel uncomfortable? And if it does make you feel uncomfortable, you can use nonviolent communication to let that person know. So you can say something like this: I feel very uncomfortable because I do something for myself right now, and it is very important for my health and well-being and overall growth. Would you be willing to accept it the way it is? And this is the non-violent way to let people know that we are gonna stay on our ground while we respect their curiosity and while we respect their boundaries as well. Another thing to consider on a juice fast is that a lot of people will get triggered by what you do. That is inevitable. From my experience, a lot of people got triggered by what I did and by what I continue to do. Understanding and making it clear that when we trigger somebody's feelings and emotions with our behavior, it is their responsibility to take care for their triggers. We have no idea what might trigger them. We have no idea what they might feel. A lot of people feel jealous when they see other person getting better and better day by day. And their jealousy is pointing to them that that is something to work within themselves. So taking away our responsibility for other people's feelings helps greatly in dealing with the social pressure on a juice fast. The next very important piece of dealing with the social pressure on a juice fast is understanding our core values and our why. When we get questioned by other people about our behavior, about what we do, about our experience, and especially when we get pressured to do something different, let's say they push you to start eating food, they're being too concerned about you being malnourished, about you getting skinnier, about you changing your behavior, about changing your mindset. Ask yourself a question in this situation: would you like to give in to what they want you to do? Or do you know your core? Do you know your values? And do you know your why? How strong is your why? Why are you doing the juice fast? Are you doing it to heal the disease that you told you won't be able to heal? Are you doing the juice fast to just in general make you feel better? Or you are doing it because you're curious how you would feel? Or you're doing it because you already feel good and you want to feel even better? It doesn't matter what kind of why you have. Your why should be so strong that nobody should move you from your why. This is critical. When I was juice fasting, I have experienced as I said before, social pressure from my coworkers, from my therapist, even from people I knew. And my job was to take care for myself. I knew my why very well, as I know it right now too. Reminding yourself constantly about your why and being compassionate and kind to yourself and soothing yourself in certain social situations like this can play a very important role in overall healing for you. And when people would pressure me, I would gently remind myself this is my why, and it doesn't matter how many naysayers and doubters are out there. It will really be beneficial for me to stay strong. And I never regretted it, not even once, and I always gave myself a credit for this because let's be honest, it's really tough. It gets tough at times. Another point I would like to make about social pressure and juice fast. A lot of times we think that the only way or place, space to connect with people is over our plate. So when we share food, we feel connected. And when we don't share food, we feel disconnected. It is the situation where we need to really question ourselves. Are we creating connections with people just like this? Can we only connect by eating the same food? Or we can open our heart and realize that the connection of human hearts is more important than connection over food. After all, it is our body, it is our experience, our embodiment of the situation. It is our spirit that lives in this body, that is this vessel belongs to. It is this mind that operates from this body, and it is our job and responsibility to take care for it. So it is not anybody's job and responsibility. And when we understand this, we can stay strong for choosing the best for ourselves, for choosing mindful eating, living foods lifestyle, juice fasting, healing, while other people do something different. I will be honest with you, it took me over 2 years to validate my juice fasting experience and be able to come and stay strong and say, yes, my experience was valid despite all the naysayers, despite all the doubts that people tried to plant in my mind. There is no doubt for me, for my body, for my heart, the way I feel, the way I experience life. I would not have changed it for anything else. And I'm happy that I was able to go with this social pressure and still come out as I am. And what about ourselves? How do we treat other people while we choose fasting? Do we come to people with saying that we know what to do, we are writers? Do we have the attitude that we are achieving something while other people do nothing? That is the question to ask ourselves, and that is the point precisely where we can expand our acceptance for the world. After Juice Fast, I can't unsee certain things. Things that have been opened up for me, things that keep unveiling, things that I'm being observer of. Those are things that a lot of people don't see, and I can't unsee them. It is hard at times to live with this knowing, with this understanding. But it is only hard from the perspective of caring for people and wishing them the best, wanting them to experience the best versions of themselves, the healthiest versions of themselves, the happiest versions of themselves. It is wishing people joy and health and happiness and wellness. That is what makes it so hard to see that a lot of mistakes can be corrected just with the diet, just with the juice fast, and most of the diseases can be healed by this method, even though it is not socially accepted yet. coming with this intention and with this perspective to all the people expands our acceptance of the world itself. Yes, we can do things for ourselves. Yes, we can inspire others to do. Yes, we can support other people. And yet, we cannot change them. There is a very thin line between trying to change people and simply inspiring them by what you do. Trust me, as many there are naysayers in the world, there are so many people who really need this information, who really need this healing, who need more and more experiences of other people to make them do this thing for themselves. And our experiences are valid, and our information that we share is valid too. And let's remember that. Let's stay strong with this feeling. So let's recap. Acceptance is number one thing. Understanding your feelings and understanding feelings of other people and accepting both is the second thing. Say no politely but firmly. Or explaining people why you do this if they're willing to listen to this. And if they're not willing to listen to this, stating your feelings and asking them kindly to stop questioning and stop pushing. And also accepting other people's path, understanding that not everyone will do this, not everyone will say, yeah, what you're doing is amazing. There will be a lot of people who will come at us and say that we are doing something completely insane, that we are malnourished, that we don't know what we're doing, that we are going to die from it. And that is normal. That is just the world we live in. And it's understandable, again, because of the way we all brought up, because of the way we all have been educated. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and if you have your suggestions, your tips and techniques on how to deal with the social pressure on a juice fast or living a raw foods lifestyle, please share with us in the comments below, and let's collaborate on that and create a community that will be strong to say, yes, we are doing this, and it's okay for us to say no to something that we don't like. So let's get to my juice fasting right now. Today is the day 16 on the juice fast, and I feel fantastic. I would like to share with you that it is becoming easier and easier for me to do juice fasts after I have done so many already. And this day 16 today feels to me very blessed day. It is a nice, beautiful, misty weather in Colorado, and I am feeling fantastic. And here are some updates. On the day 8 of my juice fast, I had pain crisis. By the end of the day, I had severe pain in my lower abdomen, and then I had severe pain in my back as well. The pain lasted throughout night, all the morning, and when in the morning I drank my morning juices, after half an hour, pain disappeared and never came back again. So right now I have no pain, I have tons of energy, a lot of vigor, vitality. I still do all my tasks. I drink a gallon or a little over a gallon and a half of juices daily. I attend to all my responsibilities and activities as usual. As for elimination, the first week I was eliminating, which was old stuff. I was a little bit backed up, and then after the day 7, I started eliminating what is I consider to be a diverticulum. I know already that I do have diverticulitis because of what I see was coming out of me. So these little tiny waste matter that coming out of intestines that are kind of shaped like intestines, that's what is coming out of me right now. And knowing from the experience from my previous juice fast, this stage came really fast to me right now. So I see the things coming out of me right now that were coming out of me after day 30 or so in previous longest juice fast. As for my mood and my energy level, the energy level is high, my mood is generally well. Again, it doesn't mean I'm not a human being and I'm not experiencing emotions and feelings. I do. It is the way I learned how to deal with them on a juice fast and otherwise when I do eat solid food. I have high hopes for the healing I'm doing right now, and as many of you mentioned in the comments with your kind, beautiful words, it is truly a spiritual experience for me again, as anything else in my life. As you all know, guys, I don't separate spirit, mind, and body. I see a human being as a whole, and whatever we do on any level, mind, body, or spirit, affects every other level as the law of totality. So, improving my health one more time and writing down everything, again, what comes out of me, my measurements, my juice intake, the juices I take, it's all creating another database for the information that I am collecting during my studies on this healing process. I hope this helps. Please share your comments, your thoughts, as usual, in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Lumiro. Ask me any questions. You can reach out to me via email. Make sure to tune in into my podcast Luminous Raw on Spotify, Apple, or Anchor. I am posting new episodes soon, so I would be really happy to see you over there. So I will be really happy to see you over there. So thank you so much for watching. Please support the work I do, subscribe to the channel, make sure you ring the notification bell button so you get notified about the new videos. And here's from my heart to yours. May we all walk in beauty. May we all walk in peace. May we all be well. I'll see you in the next video.